Alright, welcome back to the Darkest Dungeon Let's Play. As you remember last time we went through, we got, we were preparing for the boss fight up here. But honestly, I don't still feel like we're ready for it, so we're going to go ahead and go up into the Weald. We're going to end up taking, this is our party line. We don't have anybody in this estate that's being used right now, and there was nobody good here. We have the Jester that's going to go up a level. I did think that was actually worth it. I went ahead and I upgraded Sin here a little bit. I upgraded this. I did not want to do this one because if you look at it, what it does is it only upgrades it by 2 points, and then it gives it almost another 10%. It gives it almost, it's a 70% chance for them to, or him to land a bleed on our own people. So it's not really worth it in that case. It's definitely more worth it towards down the line, but honestly, as a healer, the Occultist really isn't all that great. He's more of a output damage dealer, you know. Alright, let's take a look at our lineup here. We got Bandits gonna make a run back. I didn't go ahead and get rid of the Vertigo. You know, 50% movement resistance isn't the end of the world due to the fact that he's got Duelist Advanced. Not to mention he's got point blank shot if he gets end up putting in the front. Not to mention he can do anything from every single spot and hit every single target. We got Quincy here rocking the exact same trinkets as last time. He's going to be doing a lot of stunning. He's going to be protecting people as long with getting that repost going. He does do a lot of damage, but he's just mostly a tank for the front line. We're going to go ahead and take Montfort. There you go, Montfort. He's rocking the Blightstone. It is getting rid of 1 speed, but that Blight chance might help us out in the long run. It's going to give us a little bit more, about 20. Yeah, so 120 is what's going to end up being here. Not to mention we really need this for this area due to the fact that it's going to be a lot of damage over time. And we already went over Sin. He's going to be rocking the Occultist Killing Incense because we're going to be going into the area where there is a decent amount of Eldritch targets. Not to mention he already gets Abyssal Artillery and Sacrificial Stab get bonus damage for hitting them. And then he's also rocking the Chirurgus Charm, which gives him more healing ability. Other than that, really not too much more to go, and we're actually going to swap these two. He can do everything from this position, also stab, and that's really what we wanted to do. She prefers to be in this section here so that she can stab, but we're actually going to get rid of that and put Blinding Gas on instead. And without further ado, I guess that's really all there is to do. So this is a short. We're going to go ahead and take, you know, full stack of this, full stack of those. Shovels, and then we're going to take 2 now. We'll take 1. We really haven't been running out too much on them. We'll take a couple extra, actually. A couple of these. Oh. We'll take 1 bandage and a couple of those for some interactions. And other than that, let's go ahead and keep going. Not really thinking that the Plague Doctor is going to be too much of a help in this particular area due to the fact that these guys have a lot of plague resistance. Other than that, it should be okay. All right. Well, this is 100% of the clear rooms. We're getting a lot of those lately, so we're gonna go ahead and go here. This is a really long hallway, actually. So let's see what our first fight is. Hoping for I want to use my anti-venom on this. Maybe on the way back out. We're going to go ahead and pop a torch here. Keep us in that dazzling light. Here we go. Brigand Bloodletter and a Cutler and a Fusilier. We're going to go ahead and I guess just do point blank on you, honestly. Woo! Dang, Bandit hitting hard. Unfortunately, that doesn't really allow us to use Abyssal Artillery to hit both of these guys at once. But I think that, honestly, I'd really rather take out you. What is up with these crits? Where is the talker? Where is, he's just awkwardly silent. I think we're just gonna go ahead and kill him.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
There he is. That was weird. Repost is really good in here due to the fact that both these guys have AoE, especially him with that rain of whips, but I don't know if he can use that in the back line. Go ahead and shoot him here. I think that...
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Awesome. And we're just going to go ahead and take a heal here. And get rid of that bleed. And he'll die. He should die from this.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Awesome. A Vestal is really, really
as
good in here.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Due to the fact that she has that group AoE, it's slightly ajar, so we don't need to use it. Shovel. Wheeled Adventurer, beautiful. Minus stress. Plus, you know, he's also got the scouting chance, which is even better. I didn't even realize that. Do we have anybody else who's got that? No. Warrens. No. Oh, he's a stress faster. Huh. Alright, on to the next one. We do have the herbs to interact with this, but he's not gonna let me do it. Oh, we got lucky with that one. Alright. In fact, we're actually just gonna go ahead and pop the food on him. Ow, that's unfortunate.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
Go ahead and set our team party before we walk in. It could have been a lot worse of a trap with that blight. And here we go. Alright, you two need to go first. But we could also possibly one-shot this guy. Nice!
Annihilated.
Bandit's doing a heck of a lot of work this time. Go ahead and do that. I love that ability. Can we kill you? Yes, we can.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
And not the best move, so we'll go ahead and stun. Beautiful. Hopefully Bandits will be able to finish her off before she gets her turn. Next job, nice dodge. Beautiful. 5. That doesn't reach her. We're just gonna take our chance. Don't go, don't go. Ah. He's gonna get moved. It's inevitable due to the fact that he has that. And oh man, that makes her untargetable by the occultist. Oh no. I still think Plague Grenade though can reach her, so we'll be able to do that. This doesn't do any. Oh, this does actually do damage, but that's okay. We can use Plague Grenade. We'll go ahead and do this on him. And we'll use Plague Grenade. It does waste it due to the fact of the corpse here, but it's at the end of the world, so you're dead. And we'll go ahead and start doing some damage on you. Might want to take a heal here.
By inches.
Oh, we might be able to get a heal off here. Go ahead and do that. Nice. Awesome. Get rid of that bleed. Hopefully he won't go next. Ah! Dodge it. Darn it. He's not going to be dodging anything. Resist the bleed. Beautiful. We definitely need some TLC on him for...
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Some healing. And then a journal page. Our purpose was to desecrate their animalistic shrines and thus disperse the swine folk. But soon we came across an artifact. This was far beyond the crude fetishes crafted by the pigmen. It looked as if obsidian had been grown and twisted into a dark symbol of worship. It cradled in pulsing red orb, glowing with a malevolent light. Cuthbert, Boiling, and I hesitated, but thrice damned Mizar, driven by crazed impulse, thrust his torch into hidden receptions and thus sealed our fate. Alright. Unlock Strongbox. We'll need to use a key here. Of course it's trapped. Awesome. Yeah, I'm getting really lucky with those. We'll go ahead and reset the party before I forget. And let's start backtracking. Oh. I think we'll go ahead and use our antidote on this in order to get some stuff. Ooh, that wasn't actually too bad. It's a nice amount of crests. We'll wait to pop a torch here. Oh, first hunger tile. Not the end of the world. We did have a little bit of extra over here. And he's not actually eating, so we don't have to worry about that too much. I do believe that's what this does, right? Yeah, mine's 100% consumed, which is fine. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and pop a torch for this hallway. We're gonna use a shovel here, which is fine. We still got 4
Nature
left.
herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
Alright, left luggage. We're going to go ahead and use the key here. Might as well start getting our worth from it. And wow. Accuracy -2 dodge. Let's go ahead and put the reckless charm on him. Again, pop a torch here before we go into this room. And spiders. Not too bad, not too bad. Duel's advantage here really
Another one falls.
Point blank shot really isn't too worried, or isn't really worth it in this one. Unfortunately, that did just kind of F us for that.
Back to the pit.
Nice crits. Wow.
Be gone, fiend.
I'm not complaining. Not complaining at all. Unfortunately, we get 2. So we're going to have to deal with 1 spinning web or bite. Yep. Nice dodge. Never mind, we ain't going to have to deal with anything. Ooh, we even get a kill. Beautiful. And we'll let him finish.
Executed with impunity.
Bandit's just hidden like a freaking truck.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Man. Bandit's proving his worth over here. Alright, oh god. Alright, another shovel. We got 2 left, so I'm not too worried. We are not gonna do anything here because she's gonna do it herself. Okay. Alright, good. Good. That could have been a whole lot worse. Ooh, nice little sconce here. It's alright, nice. Alright, gonna pop a torch here and stay in that radiant light. Alright, hey, very first empty room. That is insane. Alright, looks like we got a hallway battle coming up. Not too worried. Oh, definitely not too worried. Go ahead and I guess
Another abomination cleansed from our
should be able to
lands.
finish this up quite easily. I'm gonna go ahead and heal. Sinful with the big heals, beautiful. Ow. At the blights, we're definitely gonna go ahead and take care of that. Unfortunately, that stops us from
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
being able to wipe them, but I don't really want to deal with that damage over time. That was 5 damage that we didn't really need to take. We'll go ahead and give it a heal here. Wow. Sin, we're just getting really lucky with the nice big old rolls. Oh, unfortunate. We don't need it. We'll go ahead and kill him. Awesome. Please
A
don't touch it this time.
trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Seriously, Sin? Seriously? Okay, that's not too bad. Because his stress should never be over 70. If he gets over 70, we're doing something wrong. Couldn't keep your hands off it, could you, Sinful? Couldn't keep your hands off of it. Another wall. Wow. Alright, so this will be our last fight here. We might end up going to this one just for research purposes, getting some more money out of this, some more loot. Alright, we no longer need these. We know that just from looking at the map. Okay, it's empty. That's unfortunate. Let's go ahead and look at the sconce. Take this.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Alright, go ahead and pop both of our 2 torches. And let's get this last room fight over. Yeah, our very first Eldritch targets. Alright. We'll go ahead and one-shot you or not. Come on, Bandit. You've been doing this all dang day. Alright. This is where he starts to shine.
And power.
Beautiful. Their blight chance is kind of high, which is why I equipped her with the plague. Oh, that's definitely gonna hurt with him. Actually, I think we might go ahead and stun you. We can knock back. Oh, that's unfortunate. I really wanted to get rid of you. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Hopefully it'll land. Good. Good. Decent chance to land. So, alright, you're dead in 2 turns. Ouch. Oh, nice. Beautiful. You're dead now, actually. I don't like. And we'll go ahead and start getting rid of these blights. Although it's not the end of the world, I think we are going to go ahead and get rid of this.
Slowly,
really too bad.
gently.
He should do Rend the
This
Mark,
is how a life is taken.
which is kind of ugly. but not the end of the world. Gonna use that, activate that repost, and I guess just damage. We're not gonna stun him. He's at 65%, although our stun chance is pretty up there. Nice dodge. He shouldn't be dodging anything, honestly. Like, that's ridiculous. Like I said, we're gonna go ahead and get rid of that light. And dead. Awesome. Let's go for the crit. Highest crit chance. Highest crit chance is you. Alright.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Drop that. We're gonna go ahead and move on here. Our party's already in the right order, so that's not too much to worry about. That's unfortunate. Pop one last torch here.
The promise of safety.
Oh, a little baby fight.
A powerful blow.
Nice. Alleviating some more stress. Beautiful. And kill it. Awesome. Alright, a little $200. That was something.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Nah, we're done.
The agents of pestilence will yet be driven from our woods.
Alright. Yeah, we got a pretty decent amount of money. We got about about $800 or $8,000, and then we got quite a few deeds. We got 9 deeds along with 16 crests, and then we got the swordsman crests, which is really, really good. The healing skill, I don't really find myself using that often on the Crusader. Every once in a while, when we don't actually have a party that has got a designated healer, I'll equip it so that I can have everybody kind of heal. But other than that, that's a really good trinket. We're definitely going to have to deal with that historical blindness on him. He got Beast Hater, which is awesome, and he got On Guard, which is gorgeous. This really isn't too much of a problem. But other than that, that's not a bad run.
A ray of sunlight. A beacon of golden hope.
Well, it's unfortunate. We can't really take advantage of that. Oh, treatment. Okay. Oh, go ahead and up this a little bit.
Experimental techniques and tonics can overcome things a sharpened sword cannot.
Make it a little bit less to get rid of this. We might as well put Bandit in here, get rid of this Vertigo. So we got for the coach. Nobody really that we need. I think we already have, yeah, we already got one of those, so we're not really too worried about it. Other than that, that's about all she wrote. Let's check out the trinkets. Ooh, some decent trinkets in here, actually. This is a pretty good one, but we can get that during a fight or during a quest. But Silence in the Crypts. We might end up going over to here and get rid of the corrupting altars on the next one. Although this is really nice. Men-at-Arms, though, in position 4 is kind of retarded. All he does really is just protect people, and it's not the end of the world. Like I said, we might end up doing this. Just get the Signs of the Crypts and help us on this fight. And I think in a couple episodes we might be taking on the Necromancer's Apprentice. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Darkest Dungeon Let's Play with me. If you liked it, please hit the little thumbs up, subscribe for some more content, and comment below if you would like to be named after somebody on the right over here. Let me know which one you want to be named. And other than that, you have a wonderful day, and don't forget to smile.